Welcome to Eager Little Beavers.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Raising Them Right. I'm your host Almaz, and today we're going to be diving into a topic that's on the mind of many people out there: screen time and its impact on children with ADHD. We're going to be unpacking insights from a recent research study conducted in the Frontier in Psychiatry, how it explores screen time and its impact on children, especially those with ADHD. Now, this topic hits home for many of us, I'm sure, but let's get down to the details and learn about the science behind all of this. Now, screen time has become a huge part of our children's lives, and whether we admit it or not, it's true. From tablets to smartphones to video games, and when it comes to kids with ADHD, the impact of screen time can be even more complex. This study we're discussing today took a deep dive into the relationship between screen time and ADHD symptoms in children, looking at factors like how much time kids spend on screens, the type of content they're engaging with, and the possible effects on their behavior and attention. As parents, we have all these moments where screen becomes an easy go-to, but what are the implications, especially those children with ADHD? Now, have you ever wondered if screen time might be affecting your child's behavior or attention span? Let's explore this research together. So, what did the research study find? One of the key findings was that higher screen time, especially time spent on digital devices like smartphones and tablets, was associated with an increase in ADHD symptoms in children. This includes symptoms like hyperactivity, impulsivity, and inattention. But before we jump into conclusions, it's important to note that the type of screen time also matters. For example, interactive screen time such as playing video games was found to have a strong association with ADHD symptoms compared to passive screen time like watching TV. The researchers suggest that the fast-paced, highly stimulating nature of video games might be particularly challenging for children with ADHD, potentially exacerbating their symptoms. Now, this doesn't mean that all screen time is bad, but it does highlight the importance of being mindful about the amount and the type of screen time your child is getting exposed to. Have you noticed differences in your child's behavior depending on the type of screen time they engage in? Comment below and I'd love to know. Now, why might screen time have such a significant impact on children with ADHD? The study points out a few potential reasons. Firstly, children with ADHD are often drawn to high stimulation activities, which screens can provide in abundance. The rapid rewards and constant feedback loops in video games, for instance, can make it harder for kids with ADHD to disengage and can intensify symptoms like impulsivity and inattention. Secondly, excessive screen time can interfere with sleep, which is an already challenge for many children with ADHD. Poor sleep can in turn worsen ADHD symptoms, creating a cycle that's hard to break. It's a bit like a double-edged sword. Screen time can offer short-term engagement, but may lead to longer-term challenges. Does any of this resonate with your experiences? Have you noticed how screen time affects your child's behavior or sleep schedule? Feel free to share your observations. Now let's talk about what we can do as parents. The study suggests a balanced approach to screen time for children with ADHD especially. Here are some practical tips. Number 1, set clear boundaries. Establish screen time limits that work for your family. This might mean setting a daily or weekly cap on screen time and being consistent with it. Number 2, encourage breaks. If your child is engaging in screen time continuously, they really need to take a break. This helps prevent overstimulation and gives them a chance to rest. Number 3, choose quality content. Don't let them watch anything on the television. Not all screen time is created equal. Opt for educational and calming content rather than highly stimulating games or videos. And number 4, create a sleep-friendly routine. Minimize screen time at least an hour before sleep time to improve sleep quality, and instead encouraging calming activities like reading or listening to calming music. Now, what strategies have you found helpful in managing your child's screen time? I'd love to know, so please share them below. Now, at the end of the day, it's all about finding a balance that works best for your child and your family. Screen time isn't inherently bad, but being mindful about how, when, and what type of screen time our children are exposed to can make a huge difference. It's about using screen time as a tool rather than a default, and being aware of its potential impact on children with ADHD. This research gives us valuable insights, but every child is different. What works for one family might not work for another, and that's okay. The key is to be informed, observant, and flexible in our approach. Now it's your turn. How do you manage screen time with your child? Have you noticed any changes in their behavior or sleep schedule related to screen time? Let's create a supportive community by sharing our experiences and tips. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all criteria, but together we can find out what works best for our kiddos. Thank you so much for watching our video today. And if there's anything that resonated with you, please feel free to share it around, whether that be to friends or family, or even just on any form of social media. I would love that. Thank you so much once again, and good luck.
Thank you for watching. Remember to take care of yourself because you're worth it. If you enjoyed our video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more interesting and informative parental support.